Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tech Tool Thursday. That's three T's. And for this Thursday, I thought that let's deviate away from trading view a little bit and let's take a look at another T3, which is called Dext T3. This is a new interface recently, probably a month back, introduced by Dhan, the broking platform. I have taken a look at it. Looks interesting, looks useful. So let's dedicate this T3, Tech Tool Thursday, for another T3. Come join me as we take a look at Dext. All right, so you may or may not have a Dhan broking account. If you want to know more about them, I've shared the link in the description box. Go through that. They have lots of offerings. This is the page from where you can log in to the Dex T3 terminal. I have been using Dhan for over, I think, more than 3 years now. The main idea of opening an account and working with Dhan was I was waiting for a broker, the first Indian broker who will integrate with TradingView. And I think Dhan was the first, I don't think Dhan was the first one. And so to evaluate their technology, their system, I opened the account, I've traded through them. And so far, so good. Fingers crossed, it's been a good experience. One thing that I like about their team is the fact that they keep on improvising and introducing newer things, which helps the trading and the investment community. Do let me know about this thought if you're already using Dhan. If you're not, link in the description box. So you can scan this QR code and it will take you to the Dex terminal. What I have done is I have installed the Mac app. Can you see down here on my dock? Down here, that's the Dext icon. And when I open this, there is one layout of Dext T3. By the look of it, you will see, okay, two charts, some high of the day, low of the day, a rolling information, some kind of a ticker running, and quite a bit of things happening, movers, trending. So it's an interface which can give us a lot of information at one look. This particular attempt of mine to cover Dex 3, I feel can take me to two or three videos. I don't want to pile up everything in one video because one, I'll get bored talking about Dex 3 for an hour. And two, I think you'll also get bored listening to, a platform over an hour or hour and a half. So better break it down into two or three videos. I don't know whether it'll be two, three, or four, but in this particular, the starting video, the introductory video, I'm going to focus more on two key things: layouts and widgets. You see, this interface is something that you can create whatever you need. So you need to understand different types of layouts you can create. And each layout is essentially made up of several multiple widgets. All right. So widgets goes inside and creates one layout. With that thought process, I can just close all these widgets. These are nothing but widgets. When I close them, this page that you can see, you will be able to see this when you have no layout open without any widgets. And so it says that create your own trading setup and you can create custom. You can see that Dext home, trade on charts, watch list tracker, etc. What are these? You might be curious. So step number one, you see this top section right next to the Dex T3 name and see this down arrow. Click on it. Just wait and watch. Observe. On the left hand side, no user layouts. I've not created any user layout yet. Next to that, Dext layouts, which means that the team has already created few layouts for us, already pre-built default layouts. Few we can pin it, few we may not pin it. Dext home, trade on charts, watch list tracker, market scanner, etc., ladder watch, etc., are few layouts that the team has created for us so that we get a hang of it. Out of this, they have pinned these three, And these pinned, you can see over here, are pinned, and you can see them. It's right over there. Sorry. It's right over here on top. All right. So, should we start with a pre-built um, layout, or should we start creating our own? I say let's start creating our own. Let's say create, and we need to give it a layout name. And let's say um, next. That's the name of my community. And let's say 2026. Now, next test. We're testing it out. And then later it can be next trading, next watch list, etc., etc. How does it matter? What's in a name? So now you can see next test comes up here. And now we have to select. I can click on these, the pre-built layouts will come. But the most important thing is you have to come and click on these widgets. This will give you a far better understanding. The reason I'm not opening any pre-built layout is because our mind will get restricted to what we see the team has already built for us. If the canvas is completely clean and clear, we can create our masterpiece. With that thought, I've given a name of my first layout, next test, and I want to add some widgets to it. When I click on this plus sign widgets, again, hold yourself, watch. Few of the widgets, elements within the widgets are newly added. Then there is something called a stock ticker, which is activated, which is nothing but this one. The third section is market data. The fourth section is analytics. The fifth section is about your trading account that you have with Dhan. The sixth is about graphs, about OI chart, IV chart itself. The second last one is about scalping, scalper and option scalper. And the last one is about tools, news, basket, etc. Quite overwhelming, isn't it? Quite a few, almost more than 2 dozen, I think. And that's why I don't want to keep it to just one video. Maybe I'll take up a couple of this section in this particular video and follow through with a part 2 or part 3. So which one should we take? See, we are visual traders. We look at charts, and without charts, it feels bland. So we'll start with graphs in this video and market data, watch list. Better, we cover the entire market data. Market data is important information, and we just add chart to it, F8 over there. Let's create our very first layout together. So the focus is market data, right? If we click on watch list, a watch list will open up on this blank canvas. What I'm going to do with you right now is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different elements within the market data category section. Let's click on all 8 of them. Watch list, I go to widget, indices, I go to widget, depth, I go to widget, trending. By the way, just in case, they are all getting added here. This is the layout. These are the widgets. And within the market data section, there are multiple subsections. These are subsections. I go to widget again. I go to market, movers. I go to widget, ETF. I go to widget, time and sales, and the eighth one, price ladder. For the sake of discussion and understanding, I have added all the 8 subsections which are under the market data. This is the main widget. This is a main widget. And with that, I want to add a chart. That's it. For this video, market data and chart. So let's click on chart. As I click on chart, it has created a chart within this, as you can see. And I can drag it out, and you can see that it comes away like this. I can give it a 2 chart or a 1 chart. Let's keep it as 1 chart. I come right here and make it 1 chart. Okay, so 1 chart is looking like this. I can drag, the chart can go down, so on and so forth. First, let's understand these subsections. starting with watch list. As you can see, the watch list, it can have trades, the one that you have already created, or there are few pre-built like the FNO stocks. To understand the pre-built or the one that you can create, you have to come to this section, this. If you click on this section, by the way, I'll keep my cursor, it says manage watch lists. When you click on this section, you can see that there are few watch lists that I have created for myself on my Dhan trading account. And at the bottom, there are a couple of them which are system watch list. This is also a system watch list. If you have an account, if you have taken some positions, the invested, those are the ones that you have invested in stocks or ETFs or any instrument via Dhan, that will be a system watch list. In this case, I have opened the FNO stocks. Is that okay? So FNO names, lot size is showing 1 because these are cash market. We can create a watch list of FNO stocks and the lot size will show. Maybe later I'll show it to you. LTP change, percentage change, OI change will not show because it is cash market data. We can have the 361 ABB in the futures market, but this is the underlying list. Let's say I want to take a look at, let's say I just sort it in terms of percentage change. So we figured out that Dr. Reddy is the biggest gainer today so far, and we would like to see the chart of Dr. Reddy. The way to do that is you right click on Dr. Reddy and you see F8, which is chart. That's a hotkey, F8. When you hit F8 or if you click on chart, the Dr. Reddy's chart, this section gets activated and I can see the Dr. Reddy's chart over here, what a big move, etc., etc. But then I lose out on the watch list. I want the watch list and the chart and all those aspects together. So then what you have to do is you select chart, you come to the chart, this section, you click on it and you drag it out. You keep the left click clicked, keep it clicked. It can take the shape like this. It can take the whole chart. It can go to the left. It can go to the right. So you have to kind of drag the mouse and accordingly it will highlight. I want the chart on the right and the rest of the watch list on the left. If I leave my left clicked mouse now, what happens? There you go. The watch list is on my left. The chart is now on my right. This is good. And as you click on these names, these charts should change. For that, the chart needs to be linked. The watch list needs to be linked. This watch list, let's say I give it an orange color, orange. And over here, this chart, I give it orange. So now you can see that both of them have become orange. And now if I click on Glenmark, Glenmark comes. This watch list is linked with this chart. Right? This reminds me of a platform, very similar platform that I had used many years back. Quant Tower. I don't know if anyone has ever given it a shot. Many such platforms have this facility and it's very nifty. It's very useful. So this looks good. I have the chart on my right hand side. I have the watch list on the left hand side. And the watch list can be of many different types depending on what you've created. You can have your own creation of watch lists. So you have to kind of work at this area. The plus sign lets you add a stock to the watch list. This is manage watch list and this is settings. That is what kind of columns do you want to see inside your watch list, right? So over here, what you have to do is manage, or this is the formula, custom formula. This is something little complex. We'll take it up later maybe. But manage watch list, you can create. Over here, let's say we create FNO. Next FNO. Sorry. Next FNO. Let's say we give it a next FNO. And next FNO comes here. And now I want to go to the plus and let's say I want Reliance and I want to check Reliance, not cash because I already have it. So I can say, let's say the May contract. Show me the May contract because the April contract is just about to come to an end. And now you can see I have got the lot size and I will get the open interest and all those. Whatever information you want here, you can come to the settings and there you go. Depending on the watch list, if it's a cash market watch list or an FNO watch list or an options watch list, you want the information, you'll get it here. This is, we had linked it orange and orange. If you remember, if you want me, I can just repeat it. This watch list, we had given it the orange color And this chart also, we have linked it to the orange color, which means that anything we click here in the watch list, the chart will open up. Very clean, very nice. And this is the watch list. The next one is depth. Depth, I think, should be self-explanatory. It will show you, let's say, for example, if we, this is Nifty, we can go to Reliance and Reliance stock or futures, whatever. So let's say Reliance. And this shows you the depth, the top five bids, asks, the classic depth, nothing fancy. For some reason, we have depth twice. So I'm going to delete the other one. Next is trending. Trending is, it has three sections, subsections: most bought, most sold, most search. I can clearly make an assumption here that all these three mosts are as per the Dhan trading platform. Their customers, their clients, which are the stocks they're buying the maximum or selling the maximum, or they have searched the maximum. So, for example, if I select on most search under trending, these are the most searched. And it's by default, I think, sorted in terms of volumes. You can sort in terms of percentage trade value. If I sort in terms of trade value, I can see that this stock AR, E and M, if I click on it, the chart over there. Okay, so now you see as I'm clicking on it, it's not opening. Why? Because see, um, it's not color defined. So I go there and I give it orange, because now once it's clicked, if I click on it, there you go, the chart changes. So that's most search, most sold, most bought. It's just information. Don't consider them that if it is most bought means it's a buy. If it's most sold, it's a sell. No, nothing like that. So that's trending. I like trending. I personally don't track depth. So ask me, I'm going to delete depth. I don't want depth because I don't look at it. I'm not saying depth is not useful. I just don't look at it. Trending, yes, why not? Movers, top gainers. Now, again, we are movers. Under movers, there are one, two, three, four, five, six subsections. Top gainers, you understand it. Top losers, of course, you understand. Most active by value, most active by volume, 52-week high and 52-week low. I think these subsections are pretty much self explanatory to you. But if you have any doubt, what's on earth is the difference between a value and volume? Volume is the number of shares exchanged hands, and value is in rupees terms. The unit will be rupees, or the currency. That is the unit multiplied by the currency. So that's value. Not bad in any kind of market condition, I would like to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it with orange also. So if anything I click on here, I would like to see the chart on the right hand side. So I don't mind. Watch list, of course, is important. Trending and movers is not bad. I'm get some feel of it. But as of now, okay. By the way, in movers, you can select whether you want to check NSE or BSE. Um, Probably they will expand this as we move on. Right now, they're doing the entire NSE. Hopefully, they will give us options of NSE 500, CNX 500, or maybe the FNO universe. That will help for traders who are focused on a particular universe. You don't want to know such names which you're not going to trade. So that's one possible improvisation suggestion to the team. But so far, so good. No problem. The next three subsections over here are ETF, time and sales, and price ladder. Before I go to ETF, let's take a look at time and sales. Again, I can give it a name, let's say Reliance Industries. And if I click on Reliance, now I can, of course, orange it with the chart. And so what it is doing is time and sales. At what time, at what price, what quantity is getting traded. Time and sales. So as of now, as you can see, 150 or 137 shares got traded. Again, these are information. Do not consider any information to be a sign of buy and sell. Your buy and sell decision making should come from your analysis and not for information. The information should collate, and with the help of the information, you create your analysis and your decision. Time and sales, nah, not for me. I'm not a scalper. I'm so not looking at it. Price ladder, again, the same thing we can do. We can open any chart. For this video, we're looking at Reliance. So let's open up Reliance. And now you can see it's the price ladder, wherein at what price, what kind of quantity people are standing in the bid side as well as the buy side and the sell side. Is the ladder, again, something that I personally do not use at all because I'm not into intraday or scalping short-term trades. Not at all. So these are the informations, but not relevant for me. So I'm not going to keep them in my watch list. ETF, something that I personally uh, like to have a kind of a passive portfolio of ETFs. And before I even go through the subsections, I'm going to give it an orange link. And so all the sub watch lists, this is the watch list. Within the watch list, there are subsections, sub watch list or whatever you call it. All of them have been in the orange category and it is linked with this chart, this particular chart. We can have another chart, doesn't matter. So for this video, I'm going to keep it like this. So under ETF, I can see over here, there is another drop down. High margin benefit ETFs that you can have in your portfolio. You can pledge them for margin trading. These will give you the highest margin. I'm making an assumption here that you, of course, know that you get the highest margin from the liquid Bs, the liquid funds, right? They're treated as good as cash. Then comes, of course, the liquid Bs. These are the ones. Then comes broad index, which will be your Nifty B, Sensex, and all those. And so on and so forth. You'll get sectoral, thematic, strategy, global, debt, commodities. This is where your gold and silver Bs will come. ETF is something which has come up and I think will come up more. It will going to expand. Not a bad thing is to sort in terms of AUM. Not a bad thing will be to sort in terms of volumes also. I don't know. As of now, I don't see volumes. I'll come to this settings. I will check if you have volumes. Yeah. And this is not a bad idea to sort. I would like to see the volumes in line so I can see Tata Silver ETF. Today the volumes is max so far. It's got a 5,500 crore portfolio in the AUM, asset under management. However, gold Bs and silver Bs, this will be for Nippon Asset Management, enjoys a significantly higher AUM and a decent volume also. So whenever you deal with ETFs, always try and go with the criteria, the priority should be decent volumes and a decent asset under management. That's the ETF. Now, I would like to keep ETF because I personally like to track ETFs and invest in them as well. So, what do I have? I have watch list on my left. I have the chart on my right. Now, this chart over here is nothing but the trading view widget, right? You get the feel of exactly how you feel using trading view, different types of time frames, different types of chart types. You can highlight them, different indicators, lots of indicators, though I don't suggest to use many, whatever is useful. They come out with some new indicators also, which they create, which is a good thing for starters. This is where you save your template, and this is a very nice one. I would definitely take this opportunity to shout out for the Dhan team because if you're a client of theirs and you use Dext 3, you can have 8 charts. The template breakdown is can be 8 at max 8, which I think TradingView gives in their premium, not below that. So you can have 2 charts, 3 charts, 8 charts, whatever, depending on you. So as of now, for this video, I'm going to keep it 2 charts. On the left, I'll keep weekly, or should I keep on the left the Japanese candlestick chart, and on the right hand side, I'm going to keep the Heikin-Ashi chart. On the left, Japanese candlestick, on the right, Heikin-Ashi. I'm going to take a look at both of them. When you do that, make sure that your symbol, your interval, your crosshair time, and even the data range, all of them should be clicked. If you're looking at the same stock, the same interval, but you're looking at 2 different chart types, then keep all of them same. So I think for this video, I should take a pause here. With the first video of Dex 3, covering Dex 3, we created a basic template. We called it next test. Should we pin it? We should pin it. Where are you? There you go. Next test. Can you see this over here? It should be on the left hand side. First, I was looking on the right hand side. Should be on the left hand side, and we pin it. Auto save is clicked. So whatever changes we make, it gets auto saved. And so we have next test. I'm going to drag it as my first layout. We've used only the market data section today. We've understood all of them. And what is market data or a stock or a chart or a stock without its chart? And so we have kind of borrowed F8 or chart from the graphs section and created this particular video, which is the first of probably couple of more to come, wherein we will cover more aspects of Dex T3. Now, how is this useful? This is definitely useful because you can, in one screen, you can cover many aspects, many multiple aspects you can add. We will do that. We will give it a look and feel of a real-time market where which stocks are hitting days high, days low. That will be coming in my next video. It will give you a feel of what's happening in the market. But stage one, the foundation, is watch lists. Trending movers understand what the market is doing, with what kind of stocks is doing what. And at any point of time, if I want to click on any name, I should be quickly able to see how the chart is looking like for that particular stock. Right? So far, so good. Part one. This will be followed by a little more dynamic one, which I will create in a live market again to get a feel of the live market conditions. Do let me know your thoughts. Till then, take care of yourselves. Trade well.